are again. A year later, on the cusp of 2021. This is perhaps a changeover that most people are looking forward to, given the symbolic nature of the changing of the years from 2020 to 2021. This is certainly the one that people are looking most forward to. And certainly the words good riddance are firmly attached to 2020 as a year that people will look back on with some disdain, and rightfully so.
We're T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have to go for initial start. 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
Right now, there's some kind of weird spotlight looking thing that is, perhaps see that it's reflecting off the clouds. Oh well, that's very interesting. And this video is not going to be very long because it's cold out here and I have to get up early. But I said that I wasn't going to do this, but I happen to find myself awake anyway, so you know what the hell. Might as well come out here and do the customary yearly changeover, the Happy New Year, the dropping of the ball. So here we are with the minute counter here. So we are looking at the last minute of 2020 in the Central Time Zone. And I suppose this is going to be part of an oh whatever. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome 2021. I hope you're a much better year than 2020 turned out to be. And, anyhow, this was going to be a short video anyway, but I hope everybody has a much better 2021 than they had with 2020. 2020 had its problems, and I'm sure that 2021 is going to have its share of problems. I just hope the problems that 2021 does have are considerably less severe than the ones that we encountered in 2020. But that's something that each and every one of us are going to have to put the effort in and work hard to build for ourselves on an individual basis. Good morning. This is the next 6 minutes. Right now, I am having my morning coffee before I go off to work. insofar as impromptu, serendipitous kind of video filmmaking, that's something I don't largely tend to do. Largely, I have a plan of what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say, because there's a lot of stuff that has been building up in my mind, and I just want to let it out on camera. Right now is not the case. Right now is going to be a bit of a ramble, because, well, 2021, I suppose. We are just in the first week of it, and I don't really see much improvement. Okay. I don't know what you're hearing louder, my neighbor's shitty dubstep or my cat. Obviously, they're so in love with their sound system, they don't really care about anybody else but themselves. Well, we find ourselves on Valentine's Day 2021. And wouldn't you know it, we were visited by Old Man Winter. And Old Man Winter brings with him many great surprises. Hopefully that first surprise is not me tumbling down my stairs because it's all iced over. That goes without saying. So, as I precariously make my way down to the drifts of snow below, I will attempt not to injure myself too greatly, because if I did, well, goodness knows, I would not be able to document this interesting occasion for all of you, my viewers. So, here we are again in the snowiness of February. Yes, February. In Texas. Snowing. But it is what it is. Oh, yes, the sound. Crunching sound that I love so much. I miss so much. Rarely ever get to hear anymore. This is a wonderful sound. One can only hear when you're walking through icy crystals. So pan up just a bit. can't really grasp, the totality of just how much is coming down right now. And it is projected to come down for the next few hours, till the wee hours of the night, so to speak. And last time I had a baseball cap to cover my camera from the snow. I have no such thing right now. I was in a bit of a hurry to get down here to document this. So now the first time I saw snow in San Antonio was way back, well, not way back, it was only 2017, December 7th, 2017. Second time I saw snow was last year, 5th of February, I believe it was. So it's been right around a calendar year since the last time I saw snow. Now, it did not snow nearly this much. Let's have a little walk around. Now, I did not dress nearly as warmly as I should have. 3 years ago, when it snowed quite this much, I've planned a little better this time, so I can stay out a little longer and document a little more. Now, I still may just make this a Discord exclusive, largely because, well, hey, these kind of things, they're special. They're special, and well, it's something you really only share with good personal peeps. Selfie time. So I'm out here with my lovely purple toque. I'm sure Irving Twin will be impressed with that. As well, that's more of an Irving Twin sort of joke. Canadians and all that. I'm gonna go have a look at my car right now, which I may actually do that entire sequence again. That'll show up in a Peak Sixy episode. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to show up in a Peak Sixy episode. Okay. Alright. So, selfie time. I'm out here in the middle of the car park, as the Brits like to say. And it has snowed quite a bit around here, and continues to snow quite a bit around here. I'll turn the camera right around here so you guys can see, and I can negate walking down, because I'm gonna go check my mailbox, because I want to see if I got my DVD of the New Mutants. Which I have no doubt Bad Six will steal and force the poor director to endure his nonsense yet again for another Hideouts and Henchmen. This is why I don't rent very many DVDs anymore, because I know that's exactly how that's going to go down. Wow. This is what it looks like at about 9:30 a.m. Snow. Pretty well stayed. Canadian friends, help me out here. How much snow is this exactly, in your experience? how much. This is what you call interesting thing to wake up to. Well, power is out. It was in and out. It was in and out all night. It would come on, then it would go off, then it would come on, then it would go off, then it would come on, and go off again. It's just off and on all night. So that's it looks like front. I can't even see my welcome mat. It's a very unwelcome looking mat. Some guy is buried. This little guy is buried. Wow. And that's what my steps look like. I'll not be walking down there. Okay, I'm going to tell you the tale of a system that could go either way. Now, this is the predictive model of the weather.com there. For lack of a better term, I refer to things like this mostly as force fielding, insofar as there almost seems to be like a protective bubble around the city that forces a system to stall out before it actually has a chance to actually get over the city. It's very, very strange phenomenon, and for lack of a better term, that's what it appears to me to be like. And as you can see, as time passes, the system it looks like it's just hanging out right next to the city, and as soon as it gets over the city, it just vanishes, it disappears, it dissipates. It's a very odd sort of phenomenon, and that's why I refer to it as force fielding, because it looks like it just stops. It just stops right next to the city. So I don't know if it's actually going to do anything, or it's just going to stay there, just west of the city, and appears to be dropping everything on Hondo and Uvalde and Camp Wood and Medina, Rock Springs. It's very strange. So I don't know if there's anything actually going to fall on the city over the next few hours. But if it does, then I'll be here to document it. Yeah. Saw earlier on Twitter that Mary Maple Man, formerly known as the Beard Berry, his cat woke him up at 4:30 a.m. I don't know what time that is exactly in Central. I'd have to do the math. Yeah, and math is really not my thing. His cat woke him up middle of the night. And I don't know. Animals can sense these kind of things, and well, I don't know that the animal sensed this per se, but oh wow, just amazing. Just amazing. Amazing what this is. This is the first time I've been able to capture anything like this in Texas in broad daylight. Just, yeah. Every other time something like this has happened, it's been at night. Just saw a squirrel run up a tree. It's like, yeah, bro, I know. It's cold out here, and it's snowing. Okay, you can ignore the beeping sound. That's actually outside the car. I've been trying to get this darn thing running for the last couple of days. It's it's been a few days since the initial snow that brought temperatures down to 10 degrees around here, so I can understand if that has something contributing to this. It was running okay before all this started, but the last 2 days I've been trying to get this thing to start, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the cold or anything else like that, but this is what happens when I try to get it started. So that's what it's been doing. If anybody has any ideas, if this is something more to do with the cold and I just have to let this car thaw out a bit, or whatever the case is. Today it was actually in the 40s, so I figured, hey, it's been in the direct sunlight. Maybe it's thawed out a bit enough for it actually to work, but it's still doing this. So, if anybody has any ideas, let me know.